Hey there, how are you today? My name is Dana Damara, and you have landed on Astrocast. This is your weekly forecast from September 18th through the 24th. Now, I know the forecast is from the 18th through the 24th, but I want to just point out that there is something magical that's happening today as well, which is September 17th while I record this. So September 17th, Jupiter is squaring Venus. Now, a little bit about Jupiter and Venus. First of all, when planets square one another, it usually creates this really tense energy. But these are the two benefics. That's what we call them in astrology. They're both both of these planets hold a lot of energy for benefits, for abundance, for expansion, for growth. And of course, as with all planets, all energies, there's always a dark and a light. I don't want to say a good or a bad, but there's two sides to every coin. So on this day, September 17th, when Jupiter is squaring Venus, we will start to notice probably little ways in which our desires or passions or visions of what we hold to be true within ourselves, we'll be able to see where that falls out of alignment with maybe what society says, right? So for example, if you really love what you do and you love having your own business and you enjoy getting on social media for fun, you may have this love-hate relationship with it because you know that in the real scheme of things, it really is like playing Monopoly, right? It's like not even real. Okay. So there's these dichotomies of energies at play. My invitation when we experience energy like this is to not take anything for granted. Don't overspend. Don't think that, oh my gosh, this is like my lucky break. I will say this, whenever Jupiter is involved, it is bringing about a sense of good fortune. However, you want to be clear. You want to be clear about what you love. You want to be clear about what you desire. You want to be clear about what feels truthful for you, if that makes sense. Okay. So that's today, September 17th. Now, on the 19th, we have the sun opposite Neptune. Now, this is going to make things a little bit more dreamier, right? I don't even know if that's the right English way to say it. It's going to make things a little dreamier for you. So Neptune is the dreamer. Neptune is about those mystical tendencies that you have. And when the sun is opposite Neptune, it's actually, illuminating that energy. Think of it that way. So this is really, and this is on the 19th, this energy is really asking us to trust in our inner wisdom, to, pay attention to our dreams, to kind of stay out of the ruminating thinking mind, and instead go to that place where intuition is ruling kind of how we're feeling, right? We all have those times when we don't listen to our intuition. And then later we're like, why didn't I listen to my intuition? Sun opposite Neptune is asking you to listen in deeply. Okay. A couple other things. Fall equinox happens on the 21st. So the fall equinox is when we have those equal points of light and dark. It's a change of the seasons. I always love this time. This time is a really, in my humble opinion, it's an opportunity to take stock of how you're spending your time as you move into this next season. How are you spending your time? Who are you spending your time with? What do you want to let go of? It's a new season. It's a new 3-month time period, right? We also have Sun moving into Libra, which is great. We're going to move from that space of I to we. We move into a more sociable way of being. And then the Sun will trine Pluto this week, which exemplifies a deepening of our awareness, a deeper transformation, maybe understanding some of the transformation that we're going through, and also a sense of empowerment, right? So that's what Pluto is. It's transformation, it's deep, it's empowerment. So when the sun is trining Pluto, it's creating a beautiful aspect to it. So I would just say for this week, be in a state of grace, be in a state of awareness, allow yourself to actually see what's going on in your life and seeing things for as they are, And at the same time, be in that dreamy state. Like, what do you see coming through for you while you keep your feet on the ground, remembering that you are a human too, right? I am doing readings for 2024, starting to book up pretty quickly. So if by chance you want your chart read for 2024, it's always a good thing to do toward the end of the year, kind of like bringing in a feng shui person for the following year, right? Like what's coming up for me in the next year? What planetary transits are happening that will impact my chart, and how does that look? This doesn't mean, so if I read your chart and I tell you, oh, well, this is what's happening. Let's say, for example, Saturn return, right? Some people tend to get a little fearful or trepidatious around Saturn return. I think the thing to remember is that the energy won't lie. Like your divine blueprint is going to put these planets in certain places that coincide with your chart that create a certain energy. How you choose to harness that energy is up to you. So that's why I think it's important to even just know what's coming up for me. Tell me what's coming up for me. I'm never going to say to anybody, you're going to meet the love of your life. You're going to fall into a ton of cash. You're going to, like, none of that. I'm not, because that's all your free will, right? But I am going to be able to tell you, hey, you have these beautiful energies around this time of the year next year, and you can use that however you want. You have this restrictive energy coming up around this time of the year, use it how you want, that sort of thing. So again, I am doing readings for 2024. Feel free to reach out to me. Just go to my website at danadamara.com and it'll say work with me, and just skip on down to astrology readings and set up your reading for next year. I want to say thank you so much for being here. Super grateful. And I hope to see you soon. Ciao for now.